Hey guys, welcome back to the shit show. I thought that I would do a quarantine update video since I haven't really been on, but I've been kind of busy, and as you can tell by my voice, seasonal allergies are in, and since that is in, my chronic sinus infection has been acting up. I just woke up like not too long ago. It is 3:56 p.m. because I am on third shift schedule since the quarantine started. And it's the worst really when I get up. But now you can see my lovely background is my one quarantine project I really need to work on, but I haven't. And then you can see my two little piggies, Jack over there and Draco over there. They're both rescues. I'll talk a little bit on them since this is kind of an update video. I'm from New York State, and I know that's all in the news for being a complete friggin' shit show with the coronavirus right now, so I'll get into that. I'll talk about my piggies. My piggies. This little one over here, Jack, we named him after the Incredibles. I adopted him from PetSmart, which I'm going to put it right out there. I hate PetSmart with a passion. I believe they are straight friggin' animal cruelty. From what I've seen, they don't know what they're doing. I could go on that place. I hate it with a passion. But little Jack has the personality of Jack from The Incredibles, even from like the first day we got him. I adopted him since he was sick. It was him and another guinea pig in the same little like fish tank enclosure that they have. And you could tell they had respiratory infections. You could tell. I also have a degree in animal science, and I've worked at a vet, yada yada yada. Did trade school and high school. And I know they wouldn't have been taken care of at ours, and I know the vet that works with our PetSmart and their shit too. They've been known to kill animals, so I adopted them. His cage mate Cheeto did not make it. You could kind of tell she was the runt of her litter, so with her sickness, she just couldn't get over it even with medications. I had to feed them critical care every 2 hours. I had a schedule. I was never sleeping. And little Jack over there survived. He's our little asshole. That's his name. I literally had a sign in the living room when they were in the living room that said King Asshole above it. He loves to bite, but he's also like a little crackhead. That's his personality. But like sometimes when he does bite, he knows he does bad, and then he'll do that little freaked out face, and it's hilarious. And he's staring at me right now. I can see him back there. Hold on, Bubba. They just have a lot of personality, and you wouldn't think guinea pigs have like a shitload of personality, but they do. And Draco over there is a newer rescue. We've had Jack for a year now. He's like a year and maybe like 20 some days old now. I've had him since he was a week old. And Draco over there, we got him as a rescue from a person that I've rescued guinea pigs from before. And I took him in because the family just couldn't afford it anymore since their wife got pregnant, and she had to go on gestational diabetes medication, and it was expensive. Like, her insurance couldn't cover it. It's a lot. She's since had her baby now, but their son they have now is just too young, really, for animals. So they're thinking, like, in the future when both kids are a lot older to get animals. But little Draco over there, he's hiding in his hay staring at me. He's named after Slytherin house, Draco Malfoy, since they are a Harry Potter house. and he is about 3 or 4 years old. His personality is sweet, timid, but also an instigator. We've tried to bond those two before, and we thought it would be Jack who would go after Draco. No, Draco will instigate it. If I have him out for playtime, I have to put like boards and stuff up around Jack's cage because he will literally just stay over there and try fighting with him through the cage. He has to start something. But he's afraid of everything. Which is hilarious to me. My throat hurts so bad. Probably should not be drinking this with my throat being messed up, but I don't care. I have a pot problem, but I only know the issue is I'm addicted to the carbonation. I've figured that out. But I was going to do a video maybe like a couple weeks ago, but I decided I wanted to go out jogging since my friend and I, who she's gonna go by Liz. She's Aaron's baby mama. Aaron's my boyfriend, and her and I are like best friends at this point. Her and I were friends before her and Aaron even got together. We met at Walmart 3 years ago when we were cashiers, and that's where I met Aaron, was at Walmart. But I couldn't date Aaron at the time because he was 22 and I was 17. So it couldn't work out. And Liz is only a year younger than him. And we are doing this whole exercise thing to lose weight. We're about a 10-pound difference. She's about 10 pounds heavier than me, but she looks a lot bigger than me, and it makes no sense, really, because it's like, the fuck? But she carries her weight a lot different. Mine's a lot more evened out throughout my body, and hers is mostly centralized in her stomach. Plus, she's also had 3 kids. I can't have kids, so I don't have that issue. And she told me her time for like going out for like the mile jog, run, whatever. So I was like, I'm gonna go see like what mine is. So I went out, I calculated like what the mile would be for where I live, and it's embarrassing as hell, but I got like so close. I would have finished that mile in like 17 minutes. And for where I live, it's all hills. That's all it is. It's like no flat land. It's just hills. And I was up near the school, and my ankle gave out, and I ended up rolling it really bad. And how our streets are, there's like a gap about this much on the side of the road from the pavement to like the gravel part. And when my ankle gave out, I rolled it right there. So my ankle went like straight, like a 90-degree angle. My foot went like this, and the rest of my leg went straight up still. And I made a 90-degree angle, and I fucked my ankle up so bad. And I was in like a jog moment when I did that. So when I did that, I freaking yeeted myself, fell, scraped, like slid across on the pavement, took all the skin off of my knee. So my right ankle, I sprained it really, really bad. And then my left knee, I took all the skin off of it. All the skin off of it. I took like a lot of skin off my elbow on this arm too. And that hurt like a motherfucker. So I ended up calling my boyfriend, and he had to come up and help me. And I was on crutches for about 4 days. I was happy my dad had crutches. Shush. That's Twitter. Because I commented on something for Tiger King. Because my quarantine binge watching, and that was the most fucked up thing I've ever watched. And I still walk funny. For the most part, I walk like on the outside part of my foot. And where it's swelled up and bruised the most where that ankle bone is, and I had it swollen up about like this far. Like that far off of my ankle. It was so bad. Then I wasn't walking. I was pretty much laid up in bed for a little over a week. And that's around when the coronavirus thing really started to get bad around here. Which, I guess I'll talk some like on that. Where I live in New York State, we're about 5-6 hours away from New York City. But in my county, we're a really big tourist county. There's tourists here all the freaking time during the summer. And you can plainly tell which ones are tourists because they will treat everyone else like shit. When I worked at Walmart, we would have a group of Jewish kids that would come from Pennsylvania for a Jewish camp, and they'd hit Walmart at 10 p.m. That's third shift time, and there's only one register, and there's about like 200 kids. And it's a mess. I had to stay after because of that. And the tourist people had a huge fucking problem with it. And before, like, they would come in, like, the camp people would come over, buy, like, propane tanks and stuff and little camping supplies. And they'd wear, like, Jewish, stuff. They had yarmulkes on. And I swear to fucking God, this is how stupid people are, and you could tell they were tourists. Because this one dude started screaming at them and calling them a bunch of Muslims. And that they were ISIS. They had, like, what they would call probably football, soccer jerseys on, and with Hebrew lettering in the back, and it's just like, I swear to fucking God, people over at Wegmans, people from Chautauqua Institute will demand their own parking spaces. They think that they should cut in front of you in line at stores because they're more important and better than you. It's like, I live where you vacation. Like, trust me, Chautauqua Lake ain't that great. Last year, we could barely, like, go in it. A lot of areas you can't swim in it because of blue algae and all the seaweed. And, bitch, there's fucking dead bodies up in there. There's bodies in there that they can't get to. It's not a very nice lake. Like, the lake is absolutely disgusting. It's gone to shit. When my adopted dad was younger, you can see straight to the bottom of Chautauqua Lake and see the train that they put down there. You can't even see it at all. Not even close with the amount of seaweed that's in that lake. It's disgusting. But one of the stupid things I think that this county's doing is they opened back up the Institute, which is where all the touristy people come in. And they got money. So we're going to be having all of the rich people coming in to our county that has, I think right now, 8 cases of coronavirus at this time. And they're going to turn it into hundreds, thousands of cases because of that. We get people from New York City, California I've seen come in, Florida comes in a lot. I don't get it. A lot of Florida people come up here during their winter, or whatever, up to here for the summer. And they bitch about our weather. Like, we'd rather be down where you're at. Like, yeah, it rains here all friggin' summer. That's what it does. There's literally a song about our weather. Like, if you don't like it, give it like 5 minutes and then the weather will change. That's how it is in our county. The BMS Point people fucking assholes. Their summer people are worse than fucking Chautauqua Institute. I swear to God they are. So, we're about to get a huge boom of coronavirus here. Another one. Another one on Twitter. And there's really nothing we can do about it. It's going to get so bad here. And I think like the first one's really in our area. It's in a different county technically, but it's the Native American reservation. They were the first ones really around here to have positives. They had 2 positives over there, but they also don't count over in the next county, in Cat County. Well, over in Chautauqua County, last I checked, we have 8. There's 1 positive in the town, the little village I live in now, in New York, which the town I live in is like 90% of the people that live here are 50 and older. So it's really bad for this town, but on the DL, I wouldn't care because I hate the town I live in so bad. And also, with the coronavirus, everyone's been stockpiling like a fucking asshole. Everything's pretty much gone. My boyfriend and I had to hit Walmart up when I got my federal taxes back to stock like up on like some goodies like toilet paper. It's a little bit more on toilet paper, but everyone's going fucking at it, and they have senior hours like set up on Tuesdays from like 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. and still the younger people will try to get in there and management just walks them right the fuck back out. And I find it hilarious because I worked at this Walmart and I know the managers that are still there. And I know it makes their day so much better. I know it does because I know exactly what they go through when I work there. I should do a video on just all the stories I have from when I worked there. Because I have a notebook where I wrote down a bunch of shit that happened. That'd be like a whole thing in itself. I know it would. That'd be a good video idea since I'm in quarantine. But a lot of this time I haven't been self-quarantining, I guess. Because the only reason is my boyfriend's work got moved down to 20 hours a week, and then they go on like work share from the New York State website, and they pay for the other 20 hours so they can get their 40 hours a week. So they're working either 2 10 hours or 2 8 hours and a 4-hour shift. So you can do 2 shifts or 3 shifts. And my boyfriend's going to be going over to the 2 shift instead of the 3 shift because it's worthless to come in on Sundays like it is today. So he didn't even go. And, like, God, now my nose is running since I've been up. I'm really sick and tired of friggin' allergy season. And mostly during all that time that he's not at work, we're home. Right now I can only film this video, for the love of God, Twitter. I can only film this video because he's out right now fishing because he's sick and tired of being stuck in here with me. If you live with your significant other, you will get sick and tired of each other in a quarantine. Like, we're about to, like, fist fighting. We're sick and tired of being around each other constantly. But on, like, the days where he does work, I'm usually in town over at Liz's house with the kids, and we'll go to, like, maybe, like, last week we went to Walmart to, like, get some stuff. She got some, like, food, some toys for the kids for outside, so the kids have something to do during this quarantine. And I know, like, we're gonna be going out on Monday to go return a bunch of cans and bottles so that I finally have room in my car. It's bad in my car. But I find it hilarious how a lot of people on my social media itself, on my Facebook, have been like yelling at me for not self-quarantining. There was this one girl who was bitching at me because I wasn't, like, what am I doing to help people during this quarantine? I'm not self-quarantining and yada yada yada. And all this bitch has done is go out and about, go places, be around a bunch of people. She hasn't self-quarantined in one day during this whole thing. And it's like, really? Like, I'm the bad person, yet you haven't done any quarantining. You just can't be away from your boyfriend. And they don't even live together. Chilling on the ground. I have you guys on my bed. On my bed. Wow. I can't get it together today. But our county, I guess, has a curfew that's 8 p.m. Everyone has to be in, but like Walmart closes at 8:30, so it's like, what's the point anyways? Nothing to do. Pretty much everything closes then. But I guess Jamestown doesn't have a curfew, but we don't really have a reason to be out and about. They also have papers for you to sign, so if you get pulled over, it says you're an essential employee and you're allowed to be out at this time of night. What else am I missing about this? From my perspective, it's not really that bad here. At least where I'm at. It's not that bad. A lot of the people that have it have got it from New York City. Because a lot of them went out to New York City once it was already really high and really infected and thought, oh, I'm not gonna get it. Now you got the coronavirus. The fuck? So there's that. I know there's a food shortage. I know the National Guard was brought in. I know where the National Guard is, where I live. And my mom has the food pantry in the town we live in. And they're afraid of a food shortage. And I know over in Ohio, their food bank ran out of food, so they had to bring the National Guard in, and the National Guard was bringing in food. So my mom had to have a conference call with the food bank, and yada yada yada, and they have it set in place if it gets to the point where up in Buffalo where they get a food shortage, where the food bank is, that... Is it really raining again? For the love of God, it's been raining all day and thundering and lightning. If there's a food shortage, they know where in the church to stockpile a boatload of food that the National Guard can get into. And right now, for like the church it's in, it's completely locked. The only people that can get into it really is my parents. They're the only ones that can have keys to get into the church, since they have to be open. It's an essential to have a food pantry to give people food. They have all new regulations for it right now since we have this pandemic into place. Anything else I'm missing on my little update about the coronavirus here? Oh, it's been boring as shit. That's for one. I haven't really gotten a lot done. I've had no motivation. It's getting worse. I can feel it's coming out of this nostril that's the most packed. I've had no motivation at all this quarantine. As you can tell from the back, like that, this is a whole work in progress over here that I still need to work on. We got the bedroom and the living room situated around. That's like the biggest thing I've accomplished this whole entire time. Got shit-faced the other night. That's also what I've accomplished. Spent $170 on $7 on alcohol at the liquor store, because the liquor store is a necessity in New York State. It is. We are also getting checks from the government, if you haven't heard about that. Like $1,200, and then like if you have kid you did on your taxes, you get extra 500. So my boyfriend gets an extra 500 for his one kid. So I was like, yay. Oh, I also have a new job I'm supposed to be starting, but right now it's postponed to April 13th because all this is going on, and I can't go get fingerprinted or do training over in Gwanda. But the fingerprinting place where I live is inside of a nursing home, and you can't get into nursing homes, so that's out of the question. Part of me is just like, can't you just take the fingerprints from the other place they used to work at? Because, like, you need fingerprints done, you need to write down, like, every variety of your name you've ever been known under, if you've put your middle initial, if you haven't put your middle initial. And then you have to put every place you've ever lived in the past 28 years. And it's a bitch. I hate it. But nothing's really been a lot going on. Mostly when I have no motivation for anything. The world's going insane. I'm not that worried about the coronavirus, really. I do have, like, a weakened immune system due to my chronic sinus infection, which, with this, everyone thinks I have the coronavirus because of it. But if I open my mouth and you use, like, the light on your phone and you look all the way back, you can see my sinuses draining down the back of my throat, and it's disgusting. So, like, usually when I'm coughing up all the mucus that's gone down. So, it's like, yeah, okay, I'll cough into this, like, piece of, like, napkin or whatever. Almost throw up because it tastes disgusting. And I'll show it to you, to prove to you that I don't have it. Like, how do you get the virus when you don't leave your house? I don't leave my house. I really don't. I'm also here with my piggies. How's that working? Liz and I were going to be working on our summer bodies, but, like, then the coronavirus happened, so that's gone to shit. Then I fucked up my ankle, so that went to shit. That went to shit also. I would have had that mile done in, like, 17 minutes. Nah. I was so close to being home, too. So close. One of the things that I find sad about this coronavirus thing is, now on our WNY News Now little news thingy, all they post about really is on coronavirus, and I get more entertainment out of seeing these dumbasses get arrested for drugs. This is where I find my entertainment. For like a solid week they were just doing coronavirus stuff, and then they put in like a drug buzz, and I was just like, this is the shit I came here for. It really is. Mostly because I like to see my family get arrested. If you go on our website where you can see everyone who's in our jail, it's hilarious because you're going through it and there's my boyfriend's family, and then right underneath my boyfriend's family is my family. That's how it's set up because of the last name. And right now only... No, I think he got out. So, it was one member of my family for like a couple months, but I think both mine and his family are out as of right now. They just had a huge ass drug bust with like 7 people with like a shitload of cocaine, meth, whatever. This area is just known for drugs. It's really bad, so there's nothing new with that. There's really not a lot more to put into the update. It's shitty out today. I keep on looking out the window. I live like right downtown at like the intersection where I live, so I can see everything. Like, it's sunny, but it's also really windy and stormy at the same time. I know I do need to get all of this cleaned up. That's just dirty clothes, but my closet needs reorganized again. Over here, this big white tote thing. This I want to clear completely out and put all of that in there into my makeup desk that I like barely use anymore. Want to do that, but son of a bitch, I was looking for that orange box the other day. I found the orange box I've been looking for like 2 weeks. And I was looking for like test the Neosporin in it, and that's what we needed for when I fucked up my knee and took all the skin off of it. We were gonna do Neosporin. So we went on about 2 things of Neosporin. And I found the fucking box. Thank you, Jack, for moving so I could see that. He's in his corner now. Let's see if I can move this down. Yeah. He's in his corner. Draco's back there, or up in here. He's sleeping. They're both having their little naps. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on from the standpoint of New York State and the coronavirus. And that's just what's been going on with life. So, hope y'all are having a good quarantine. I know everyone's going insane. I'm going insane. I'm about to just do my hair again, which is the one thing they don't want you really to do. Because I really want to cut it to like here. Yeah, like to like my ponytail length would be nice. And then I want to like recut this. My side shave. I also need to get new glasses. I should probably do that with some of my tax return. I should do that. Because my boyfriend broke these. So these sit like shit on me. And I need new glasses anyways. I haven't had new glasses in like 5 years. So I need that. But I hope your quarantine's going good. Keep it together. I know this shit sucks. I miss 2 a.m. Walmart trips so bad. And just going out at past midnight, going down to the water and just chilling and eating pizza and whatever. But can't do that now and it sucks so bad. But I hope your shit show isn't as bad as like my shit show. Everything's a shit show right now. It's my life. Yay. But I hope y'all have a good day, and I'll see you some other time for the next video. Bye.